Aloha, I'm Taisei from Taisei Discovers. My brother Kenji in here in studio, behind the boards. Without him, none of this would be possible. Today, we have someone in the studio that I desire to know on a more personal level. We're connected through a very good friend in Jesse Jones of To The Top Hawaii. Another man that has done so much in the community to give back, especially to those in need. Big ups to Jesse. But today we have Val Ulufale, who has emerged in the clothing world, in apparel world, with a brand, FMF, For My Family. Something that has always stood out to me. I've always seen it from afar and always thought, what a great name for a brand. I want to know the person behind the brand. Today, Val, welcome to Taisei Discovers.
Hello.
Aloha.
Hello, brother.
My man, how you feeling today, my brother?
I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling honored for this opportunity. And I want to show people who we are, what we are, who we are. You know, show the world, and we can share.
Yeah.
Share what our brand stands for.
Yeah, well, you know, that's why you're here. And before we talk about the brand, I want to talk about you as a man, where you are now and where you came from. Let's talk about that journey. Where are you from?
Originally, we're from Waianae, and grew up in Miley, this place called Miley. And yeah, we graduated 2007.
Younger than us.
No. But
From where you grad?
Waianae.
Okay, why not?
Waianae, and just growing up in Waianae, it's a beautiful place. A lot of pride, a lot of aloha spirit, and a lot of talent, blessed talent. So I grew up playing football, Pop Warner.
Yeah.
All the way to high school, and I started boxing. I started boxing and started fighting, and I had a kid. I had a son at a young age, 14 years old.
14?
14 years old, I had my first son.
Okay.
Yes. So that changed my life. And I'm trying to learn how to be a dad, being a kid.
How does a kid raise a kid?
Exactly. And it wasn't for my parents and my son's family. It wouldn't have been possible.
So you had a good support system. So you're in school juggling that. I don't know if you're still boxing at the time, but having a infant with the support system, you know, it does take a village, right, to raise a child, but especially when you're 14. What was that experience like?
I was, you know, when you're younger, you think you can handle anything, right? You think you can handle anything, and I thought I could do everything. I said, I can do this. You know, that's the attitude I always have. I still got that attitude, but now we take things, we learn, instead of just saying we can do it without preparing for it. So it was a challenge, but years later, 19 years old, we're here.
Yeah.
My son doing great, staying out of trouble, and I'm just thankful for my family and my son's family, his mom, and just thankful for everything, and my wife helping.
So mom is a different woman.
Yes.
Okay. So you had him at 14. How many kids do you have now?
5.
You get 5 total.
5 total. So I have 4 boys, and the girl is my daughter, the princess.
Okay.
Young, yes, 3 years old.
Oh, she's the youngest.
She's the youngest. So 4 boys, 1 girl, 5.
So what? You get a 19-year-old and you get a 3-year-old.
Yes.
And everything in the middle.
Everything in the middle.
Yeah, so you are blessed. You know, when you have a large family like that, kind of reminds me of old times. You know, when I get 7 sisters, I get 7 brothers. You don't see a whole lot of that today. I think it has a lot to do with the mentality of the generation, but also to how expensive things are,
Yes,
and whatnot. So with this large family that's integrated with, you know, a previous relationship, For My Family brand, when did that start?
we started around COVID. Well, 2020 we started, and before that, my life. Before that, my life was at it was a rough road.
Okay.
Rough road in addiction and getting into trouble. Wrong choices.
Okay.
So the reason for My Family is the reason why I changed my life. That was the answer for my family. And I know that can relate to many of people.
Yeah.
Why they make the different choices, why they did. And the reason why I changed my life, it was for my family.
So the brand is somewhat of like a redemption for the things that you've done and possibly some of the people that you've hurt.
Yes.
Now you've aligned with a new mission that includes your family and doing things for a greater purpose.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
So you don't have to get too specific, but you said you were caught up in addiction. To what type of drugs?
It was cocaine, pills, or any type of pills, and got to lead to fentanyl. You know, as bad as that.
When you say fentanyl, like I know that's something that when is laced into like cocaine, for example, and people end up dying from that stuff. How do you ingest fentanyl at a level where you just getting high?
I was mixing it. So, like, I was taking it as a had pill form and cocaine.
Yeah.
So we were mixing it. So I've been staying up for about 5 days, and it was bad.
Okay. And what you was stealing, robbing, and stuff like that too?
Got to the point after I started losing who I was as a person. I lost respect in myself. I lost trust in my family. And that was one of the most hardest things. Losing trust in my family. So I had to work hard, work on myself, build myself back up. And when I lost my lost money, I thought I lost everything, but the most thing I lost was my family and myself. That's everything.
Okay, so in some ways, it sounds like COVID was a blessing.
Yes.
For you, because were you working before that, or you?
Yeah. I was working, so I got clean about 2017.
Okay.
16, 17, I got clean, and I had to learn how to. I got clean. So how I got clean was I overdosed.
Oh.
I overdosed.
What happened with that situation? Where were you?
I got I was in a bathroom. My parents found me on the ground, and they rushed me instead of waiting for the ambulance. They rushed me. So one thing was I mixed. It was a combination of everything.
Yeah.
I was living for today. I didn't have respect for anything. So that's why I thank God that I'm here.
Yeah. Wow. So did your addictions lead to imprisonment?
No. I went to almost would have been. We would have if I went down the road. Would have been. If I continued to go down the same road, I either would have been dead or in prison.
Okay.
But we got arrested a few times before that. But Other than that, prison, no.
Okay. So you narrowly escaped prison. You narrowly escaped death, only to redeem yourself through a brand that inspires people to do things for their family. That's to me it's amazing, and I think that, you know, that's a big reason. It's probably the driving factor in why you're here, is because Jesse told me that you had a crazy story. He didn't tell me what. So I was interested to hear from your mouth what that was like. But let's talk about where you are today. What is the current status or state of the For My Family brand?
I'm very thankful. A lot of work, a lot of late nights, early mornings, building a brand.
Yeah.
We're going into our 5th year, and every day when we get up, we're ready, we strap on our boots, we're ready to go. And I'm just thankful getting up in the morning, be able to build. So we're just growing.
Yeah.
We continue to grow from hard work and never giving up. God, all God.
Okay.
But we keep going, and we learn the best experience is self-experience.
Interesting. And if you don't give to yourself, how can you give to your family? Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yes.
So I want to know what role your wife plays in all of this. Because she saw you go through some shit. Your kids saw you go through some shit.
Yes.
I want to know what your relationship is with your wife and what her role is.
My wife, she is always behind the scenes, but she's the rock of my... She been through everything, through my addiction, being there for me, taking care of me. That was one of the most hardest things. She took care of me for a little bit until I could get clean.
Yeah.
So I was clean, but I had to get myself together. All she wanted me to do was get clean. And so she would, first time in my life, a woman was nothing wrong with that, but
yeah,
I was getting help.
Okay.
She were helping me, and she just wanted she knew I could do it.
That's a rare woman.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of great women that have a lot of great qualities. However, that in itself, you just telling me that tells me all I need to know about the quality of woman that she is. Not only is she a nurturer, but she probably was driven by a greater purpose as well. And maybe the way that she stood by your side, even through adversity, is part of what For My Family is, because she did that for her family.
Yes.
Brother, you're no, I was gonna say you're lucky. You're not lucky. You're fortunate to have a woman like that. And I've met her too, and sister get aloha.
Yeah, 14 years.
14 years
together, and I won't share this.
Okay.
And I never did share this with anyone. Only me and her know. When we first got together, I knew she was the one, and we first got together. We were living in Las Vegas. So I was on the streets. We were doing, living the life. I was living the life, making money the wrong way. And I had my condo. So we're living in condo, in that life, it's like, in being in that life, it's like stocks, up and down.
Yeah.
So you get money one week, the next week you don't have money because you're living for today.
Yeah.
How I knew we just got together, and my electricity went out. My electricity went out. I was so ashamed, because it's so shame being. I was trying to impress her, and my electricity went out. Nothing, never have. So I seen her packing up stuff, like getting stuff together. I said, "What's going on?" Oh man, she gonna leave me. She gonna leave me. And then I said, where you going? We can go get one hotel. And then I see her grab our mattress. and then bring it out to the parlor, put it down, and then I said, what you doing? I said, I'm making our bed on by the window so we can have a little bit light so I can see you. And from there, I knew that she was the one. Money, I mean, money never matter. She was with me for me.
I thought you was gonna say she was getting ready for dig. I mean,
in my
a
head,
lot
I
of women
thought she was
would.
getting ready. Yes, in my head, I like, we just met. I'm trying to do everything to show out in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
And this was 14 years ago.
Yeah.
And she never left.
Okay, so what I'm hearing, it sounds almost like a storybook or like a movie type thing.
Yes.
Where we think, oh, she's gonna leave, and then she doesn't. She's actually there for you, and it's like what I think most men want. However, do you think that when you realized the type of woman that she was, did it enable you to continue that lifestyle?
Yes, I took her for granted, and I thought money, having money would change, like would make everything easier.
Yeah.
And that was like the first time, because we went through many trials, tribulations.
Yeah.
That was just the first time. And the time I told you she's taking care of me, that was like the 7th time.
Wow.
So we got knocked down. We get knocked down in life, right?
Yeah.
We get knocked down, and what defies us is what we do when we get knocked down. Are we gonna stay down, or are we gonna get up?
Well, that kind of makes me a little emotional, because as you're saying that, I'm thinking about how when I've gotten knocked down, I ran to the next thing that would make me feel good, and none of my problems have disappeared. I still live with them to this day. On the outside, a lot of people might think, "Oh, bro, you on podcasts? Oh, you general manager of a reputable restaurant.
Worldwide.
World known, dog.
Yes.
I get 2 beautiful kids. I like to rap. His life must be cherry." But it doesn't feel that way. It doesn't feel balanced. And when I think about what For My Family stands for, I realized that I haven't been doing things for my family.
Why?
Yeah.
What does?
Well, just like, just being honest, like, I think that I've always operated in a self-serving manner, and not really knowing it. I do things for other people all the time, bro. I do a lot for other people, and I think that
I know you're great. I'm honored to be here with you and Kenji, and it's just your energy. Your energy is being around you help people. You know.
I know, but I don't know if I'm helping the right people in the right way, and I'm faced with that by sitting here with you, listening to your story,
Yes,
and thinking about what your brand represents. As I wear this For My Family, I feel like some of the closest people would look at me and laugh wearing this shirt, because I don't think that I've really lived that or embodied it. You know what I mean? So there's a part of me that knowing that you were going to be coming and thinking about what For My Family stands for, brah, I was thinking about it a lot. And I was like, brah, I don't think I do enough, brah.
the reason why, me personally, that's how I feel sometimes, because you always want the best. You always want to do better. You always thinking like what time you get up? What time? What your shifts? What when you put in work? What do you?
Well, I mean, nowadays I get up at 8 to 8:30, and
How much hours is that?
What do you mean that I work?
Just putting in work.
Fuck, I put in choke work every single day, bro. But I think that in what way and for what reason Is the goal to make money so I can provide my kids with money, or is my goal to be more present with my kids? And I think there's some disconnect. When I'm with my kid, I'm divorced, by the way, so I get my kids 2 days a week.
Okay.
And in those 2 days, I fill it with love and being present. It's all I can kind of do because that's the days, right? But I just don't think that I'm doing enough, if that makes sense.
I think we all felt like that. We want the best for our kids, and that's the truth. And we want to, how can we get better? How can we do better?
Yeah.
By you getting up every day. Sometimes you may not know it, but that's the reason why. Because your 2 daughters, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my 2 daughters.
Your 2 daughters is the whole reason, purpose why you're here.
Mm-hmm.
That's the purpose. That's why I know you're tired, but they're the ones giving you the drive. But sometimes you don't know, you don't see it. You don't see it, but that's your purpose. That's why you're here. That's why you live. That's why you putting in those late hours, those late nights, those early mornings.
Yeah, yeah. I can say that that's true. So I mean, maybe I'm just being a little hard on myself. I think that I just live with a lot of guilt because of maybe some times where I wasn't that way, but I've evolved into somebody that was better than I was 2 years ago. And the person that I am now will continue to evolve into a better me in the future. I do know that for a fact. But I just think that I'm a little hard on myself because I do carry guilt. And I do feel like there might be a little bit of regret in some areas.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Same here.
But you know what? I tell you what, your brand made me think about that on a deeper level, because I've been trying to take myself to a more mature place, a more grounded place. What does it mean to be a strong father, right? What does it mean? And understanding about myself, and really going introspectively and thinking, I do this right, I do this right, I do this wrong. I should probably make some changes. And then I adjust a little bit. Am I where I want to be? Not necessarily. I still have my things, but I know that I'm on the way because I'm seeing results in the relationship with my girls. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So for you, I want to ask you, what does it mean and what does it take to be a strong father and a strong man?
Everybody has different answers on that.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, being a father is starting with me first, being the best version of myself.
Mm-hmm.
First, how can I take care of my children, my family, if I cannot take care of myself first?
Mm-hmm.
So first, I make sure I'm good with myself on the inside, make sure I'm strong enough to take care of my family.
So health,
right? Emotion, and just being there to time. I know you mentioned time. I wasn't there for my kids, like present. I was there, but I wasn't there.
Yeah.
And now, every day, I try to be there with them every single step of the way. I try to give them everything. And I felt just like you. I do feel like that too sometimes. I can do better. I can do better. But that's just being a father, being protective, how can we be the best we can be for them? And I feel you on that. I understand, because time passes by and they're only going to be 1, 2 years old, 3 years old, one time.
Yeah.
But, what I realize is, this is what my dad told me. The only reason why we get the review mirror, right?
Yeah.
Just to look back. We look back. Sometimes we look back all the way, but the only time we look back is how far we came. And your girls, they will see it. They see it. The time. And my kids, my boys, my daughter, instead of we take trips like 4 times a year now.
Yeah.
We're thankful and blessed to take family trips together. And I was sitting back and thinking, what would be the most memorable thing besides spending time together at home? We take trips together, or we small things, because they're always going to remember. They're not going to remember that toy that I bought them.
Yeah.
They might, but they will remember. Oh, remember the time Dad took us? He was at the playground, or I thought that money was everything. Oh, here, buy you this. Give money, and then I go, no. All the kids wanted, all our sons and our daughters wanted was time with us. Because I know they watch TV and they see Iron Man, they see Superman. But you know who's the real heroes?
Mom and Dad.
Me and you. We are the real heroes to our kids.
That's a great perspective. And to stand in ownership of that responsibility is something that I don't think is immediate for every parent. It's something that for some of us, you have to learn and understand your role. And for me, as a father and the type of personality and character that I have, I'm still learning. And I'm not afraid to admit that, let's just say there's a lot of room for me to be a better and more present father. And that's what I'm trying to learn now. And brands like this really in my face remind me. And I think that it doesn't just do that for me, but it does that for everyone that wears your fabric and your designs, because the energy behind the brand is really what gravitates everyone who wears it to. Yes. You know what I mean?
Every time I discuss this when we first started and even till now, everything we put out, when they put on something from For My Family brand, that's who they are. They can transform into who they or be who they are. They wear it with purpose. They wear it with mana. They wear it with dignity, integrity, and this is who I am. This is who I am. I am For My Family, and I'm proud. Be proud.
With pride.
With pride.
Yeah, you cannot wear this brand and not do things for your family. And if you are, you will have a constant reminder in front of your face of
why are we doing what we do.
Yeah, questioning why you do what you do. So, I was also thinking For My Family can be taken in a lot of ways, right? It could be your immediate family. It could be your entire ohana. It could be your friends and neighbors, because that's family too here in Hawaii, right?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that?
Anything. It's For My Family. Some people don't have, because even younger generation in high school, I said, sometimes they say, Uncle, I don't have a family. I said, you do have a family, your mom, your dad, but it stands for My Family, for my future. So if you're not doing it for your family, you're doing it for your future. So
dual meanings.
Yeah, dual meanings. For my family, for my future. So that's the name. It's for it. That's what we go by. For my family, for my future. But For My Family is always, is always a main.
Well, I mean, to me, it's such a higher zoomed out perspective that you have when it comes to this brand, and I just want to say, first and foremost, thank you for coming into my life for once. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking at you, and your personality is a very, mellow, calm demeanor. That's what you have. And I was wondering, what brings excitement to you? And when do you bust out laughing?
Oh, we always had to have a good time.
Yeah.
I always like to have a good time, but I'm always in that mode, ready to go, go. But even like right now, I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
Sitting here with you, you and Kenji are having a good time and great time, and just getting together with the people, getting together with people that can push together and talk about great things, making beautiful memories.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do.
Okay. What makes you laugh? Your kids?
Yes, my kids, my daughter. Oh, my daughter is, I'm going to tell you this one story. I surprised on what our kids, as I know you see it, sometimes you see your daughter, like, they do things that we do. Like,
tendencies.
Yes. And so the other day, I was on a meeting, doing a Zoom meeting, and all my kids was outside. And I was in a Zoom meeting. It was different because it was mainland, so was late. So I was in a meeting. All my kids, my family was outside. My daughter was calling me. I said, Dad, come outside. I said, yes, babe, I'm gonna come out as soon as the meeting done. So she came back in and she told me, Dad, are you gonna spend some quality time with us, or are you gonna just stare at your phone all day? So I just look at her. I never know when for snap with her or laugh. I just started laughing, and I told my wife, you know what your daughter just said? Am I gonna spend quality time for a 3-year-old? She said that.
Oh, the 3-year-old. Oh, yes. Yeah, your only daughter. Yeah.
So you can spend quality time with your family, or you're gonna be on your phone all day on business.
Yeah.
And I just laughed. That was the other day. So that was like a big laugh for me, because sometimes we don't catch that, and that's beautiful memories that they might not remember, but I gonna remember it.
Yeah, and well, her emotional awareness and the fact that she could articulate that at 3 years old, it shows that.
I started laughing.
But how many 3-year-olds can express their emotions in that way?
Yes.
And with she seemed to have she was polite about it. She was using her manners. She was conscious and aware, and she articulated that feeling to you. So what did you do after that? You put down your phone?
I put down my phone right there, meeting right there. I was on the other line, a business meeting. So he heard it. He started laughing.
Yeah.
He started laughing, and he already knew. So he got the hint.
Yeah,
He said, Mr. Ulufale, I'll call you back. We'll discuss this another time, but we were going over some stuff for the business. But I told my wife, and then she was laughing. She was laughing, and we gotta laugh too. I know, serious, always serious.
You always, every time I see you, you look serious, bro. So I was kind of just curious to what makes you smile, but on the other hand, I also want to know what makes you angry, and how do you handle your anger?
Okay, so
say another brother making trouble, it doesn't know you're there. Maybe it has something to do with your family. How do you handle that situation?
So people that I always try to be a certain way, like how I live by principles.
Yeah.
Ever since I was young, I was raised with principles, respect, and always be respectful.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a guy might not respect you, and earlier in the days, we would handle business and do what we gotta do, but it would always be face to face. I would always let someone know how I felt. Yeah. I'm not going to tell the brother or the cousin how I feel. I would tell how we feel, and then how can we go forward. So, how can we go forward? And sometimes it's not. Sometimes we cannot.
Sometimes gotta bang.
Yeah, sometimes we gotta handle business.
Okay.
And as we get more mature, being mature it's just choices in life. So every choice I make in my life, I think now, is it gonna affect my family?
Yeah.
But what gets me, is respect. Being respectful and disrespect. And if I say I love somebody, that means I love you all the way. I love you, and I'm gonna respect you, and I'm not gonna only respect you. I'm gonna respect whoever is connected to you. That's just how back. That's how, and I feel like we got it. We got in a way. not us, but some people got in away. Most people got in away from respect and aloha.
Yeah.
In now.
What would you attribute that to? Just the change in generations, maybe the information that everyone has available to them from their phones on social media. What would you attribute some of the lost mentalities to, or is it just a part of human nature? Because we were lost at one point too.
Yes. I know we were at that age where sometimes we would get into trouble and disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
But I see sometimes nowadays it's like a no holds, like no respect,
no filter.
Yeah, no filter, and they're gonna do anything to win,
mm-hmm.
even if losing their integrity.
Yeah, like integrity is even a thing. I don't think people know the meaning of that word.
Yes.
Oh, well, not everyone, right? But I would say a lot of the interaction on social media. For one, as Taisei Discovers is growing, Kenji Walks is growing. We are seeing a lot. I think we're attracting a lot of different types of viewership, and not all of it is good.
Yes.
And what you have to kind of realize in that growth is that that's what comes with being in the spotlight. People are going to disagree with what you're saying, and they're not going to be afraid to voice their feelings. How do I handle it, though, is what I've been understanding, is that's really, if I handle it with a equal reaction, then it's going to continue that energy. If I handle it with grace, or even maybe if I pay no mind to it, then it kind of dissolves. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I was wondering for your brand. So for people that know your past, oh, he was addicted, he did this to my family, stole this or whatever. He's on chomp, on clown. I remember him when he was there. And then now to where you're at, and you're talking about all this good positivity and how you've evolved into this new Val, the current Val. You have haters on your page and stuff, or DMs?
Recently, no.
Okay.
But in the beginning, yes, a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of them is from, in the beginning, a lot of it from fake pages.
Mm-hmm.
And if there was any issue, I don't know if you ever, I know, you never did see me talk any, negative on there. If I did, I would just, if I ever do have an issue with someone, then there's always one thing that I always do. We can face to face.
I like that.
Face to face, and
yeah.
If it's not face to face, it's not that serious. If you don't want to meet me face to face, it's not that serious.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanna, if we were like that,
mm-hmm.
if more people was like that, if we would come together and how can we
yeah.
take care of this? Because it's all up. Sometimes we get emotions is running most of the time.
Yeah.
But sometimes we gotta meet. You cannot listen to always gonna have four people talking. I heard this, I heard that. Once I heard how can we? You go to the source and you talk to them live and direct.
Yeah.
So you hear them. You're hearing them from the source.
Don't complain to the coconut wireless. You talk to the source. And I think that's a very good perspective. I just, I don't know how many people are willing to do that nowadays, but I think that in that way, I admire what you do. If you were able to address, because you can address anyone right now, right? If you had to address the people that you've hurt, what would you tell them?
I would tell them, I apologize for everything that I did. And we can go forward. I can be the best that I can be.
Mm-hmm.
And I apologize for hurting whoever we hurt in the past. And I just doing what the best I can do now.
Yeah.
And and to go forward.
That appeared to be pretty sincere.
Yes.
You know, I do believe that about you. That like you know that you live with a lot, but you do want to move forward.
Oh, yes.
So where can people find For My Family? Website, storefront?
For My Family Brand, HI, is www.formyfamilybrandhi.com. Or you can come to our storefront in Campbell Industrial, 91-064, Kaomilu. You guys can DM us. But we usually have our mobile store. I don't know if you saw that. We have a mobile store.
Like a van.
On bus, like a big bus.
Oh, bus.
Yeah, we made it into a store. So
AC.
every internet, everything.
Right. Okay. Do you have a full-time job?
I work. I help run. My parents' business, DJ's Motorsports.
That's your parents' business? DJ's Motorsports.
So they come. They go see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go to see you at Roy's.
That's your parents?
Yeah, that's my mom. That's my mom, my dad.
Cause that's a
They
cool
come. They go to Roy's
realization.
for go see you. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, they go for see you.
We've never made the connection though, so that's kind of interesting. So because I'm thinking, is this clothing brand funding your 4 trips a year? Does your wife have a full-time job? Like to manage your money so that you can take 5 kids or 4 kids, whatever you take.
Yeah.
All five.
We all five. Yes.
And adults with adult needs. The 19-year-old working.
Yeah, he worked with us. No. He worked with us with the company. We helped run the company, DJs, and he works for me too for the brand as well.
Cause you need rims, dog.
And this is what I wanted to touch up on that.
Yeah, go ahead.
My mom, my dad, they're my heroes, and they've been through a lot. My wife, my family, everything. But my mom, my dad, they've been through a lot with me. Yeah. You know how a lot of people say, I never have this. My mom, my dad, great parents. I just made the choices in life to do what I did.
You know, that's pretty interesting that you say that, because that also is rare. Accountability.
Yes.
Right? Especially going through the adversity that you went through, and to, be on the brink of death and then come back. And then look, now you're working with your parents, the people that you put through so much, right? And then your wife, she's with you, your kids. It's like, bro, you're a blessed man.
So I also work as a stevedore as well. Oh. So we do that I'm on a go 7 days. Yeah. Yeah. So and that helps me. Everything. Not everyone. Certain things works for certain people, and that works for me. And the support system from my family and my wife, being able to, she know that I'm gonna take care of business. Whatever we gotta do to what's good for me gonna be good for us. Great for us. So she's there along the way. So that's what I do. We run For My Family Brand, and we're so busy. We're so thankful for all the support. Of For My Family Brand. I work as stevedore, and I help run my family's business. Bruh. 24 hours, 7 days a week. Yes.
So that makes me even more appreciative of the time that you took to spend with us and tell your story. We're not pal yet, though. I like Kenji ask you, because I know he has some questions for you as well.
Guarantee. So, a couple things. I want to get into the Honokai connection later.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But first, the biggest one for me, I knew he was coming, Val. I met you at Roy's. You gave us some gear, and I was like, I was wearing it out. I forgot where I was wearing it somewhere in IAL, I think, and I see someone when someone reads your shirt, right? I seen them process it, and I had a similar feeling to how you felt, Ty. They just read it on me, so they're gonna be thinking introspectively how you just did earlier. And so I started thinking about it too. So now that I can hear, so I was looking forward to this conversation. Now that I heard the backstory straight from the source, live and direct.
Yes.
To me, the biggest thing I ask is, right, you went from, like you said, living for today to living for my family.
Yes.
And for my future. That's a big change. And so I know what you with you living for yourself, like, what do you do for yourself that made that huge change in mindset?
You know, nobody ever asked me that question. That's a great question. That's a really great question. I gotta think on that. Give me, and that's a great question, because the first thing I do when I get up, of course I thank God I got up, but I always reach for my wife and my kids, and I always make sure. For me, seeing my sons and my daughter happy that makes me happy, and that makes me happy. But as for myself, shoot, I did a lot for myself in the beginning when I was being selfish. And I live with that. And so now, my thing of being, what I like to do, what I love to do is, taking care of my family, being there for them, spending that time that I was gone. I was there, but I wasn't there. So I live for them. I live, and I'm sure I'm gonna connect with other people on this, because some people wasn't there, but they were there, and now they made that change in life. What we talked about, that we're here. All we want to do is make beautiful memories. That's what I live by. That's what I live for. But until then, that's what's make me happy. Seeing my kids, seeing my wife, making them proud, making my family proud. Not gonna be easy, but start today.
That's heavy.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, because I mean.
More like on hobby.
Right, you work 7 days a week.
Business.
I know.
I know.
I had.
I know. Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
I had.
Good thing you don't want that hobby anymore.
An expensive hobby.
Wow. So I guess it does make sense that you've done so much selfishly for yourself that now having your family close to you is filling your cup.
Yes.
Right. And your relationship with your kids is cherry.
Yes.
They all love daddy. They can open up to daddy.
They talk to mom, but they talk to dad. They tell me, one thing I'm so proud of them. What I'm learning from them is whatever our kids see, they're gonna do. And what I've been seeing them, they're hard workers. Like, they get the work ethic in them already. And I said, son, I asked my kids, son, what do you want? Dad gonna get you whatever you want.
Yeah.
I said, Dad, I'm okay. I'm happy. Just my son loves fishing. My middle son loves fishing. Branson, and my son, we just got him on a car. Now we're gonna get my second to the oldest son. Mm-hmm. He's a senior in high school. And my 19-year-old, we're flying him up to Las Vegas. He wants to see the San Diego Chargers game, so we're flying him up next week. We're gonna fly again next week on the 8th. Yeah, so yeah.
Bruh.
That's my time. That's my. I just came back from Vegas too last week. I don't know if you saw. I went one day.
For the FMF?
For the had a like a business fashion show convention for the clothing apparel all around the world. So I went in. I flew in Tuesday night. The last day was Wednesday. I got up. I came in 5:00. I took the red eye. I went to the convention, and then I flew out same night.
Wow. Well, you know what? I think this talk has been almost like a light bulb.
Yes.
In terms of, not only am I inspired by the way you live your life, where you were to where you are now, the type of grind that you're in, the mentality and mindset that it takes to overcome the challenges that you faced with. and then also to repair relationships that were once damaged stands out to me. You know, when What Would Jesus Do came out, that applies for a lot of situations, right? But I think for me now, when I make decisions or I come to critical decisions, I'm gonna think, is this for my family? Like, is this decision gonna benefit my family or not? And I really, really hope that I make better decisions based upon for my family, bro.
Yes. Because, you know, whether or not that we are in it, like I was in addiction, and whoever's in addiction, we're not the only ones that is doing the time. Even when people go to prison, our family do the time too.
Yeah,
they're doing it along the way with us because they're the first people that can be there for us
and are affected by it.
Yes, when I went through my overdose, I woke up. My eyes when I was chained to the bed. I was handcuffed to the bed. I woke up in the morning. The first person I saw was my wife standing over me. You know, and she was there for me all along the way. And I want to say, you know, I don't even see my coach that I work out with. I don't know if you see I work out. Whenever I work out in the mornings, I work out every single morning. Boxing, same boxing coach from when I was 13, 14 years old. You know the time that, I mean, when you saw me eat dinner with my sister-in-law, my father-in-law. Yep. So the reason why I took them out is I wanted to thank them. I wanted to take them to my favorite restaurants, one of my favorite restaurants. I wanted to take them out, thank them for when I was homeless, they took my family in.
Wow.
So it was I took them to, you know, the people you, I took them and just be able to do that, you know, and come a long way for where we came from.
So do you almost feel like you're in debt to a lot of people? So you working extra hard to pay off that debt?
I feel like my payment to them will be being the best I can be.
Yeah.
That's my payment. And I'm in debt. Like,
yeah.
If you want to call it, I'm in debt to them because they never gave up on me.
Yeah.
They've been there along the way.
Shit. Well, is there anything else you want to address or you want to tell the people where they can find you?
You guys can find me online, and we got big Las Vegas fam. We got some big things coming. As soon as we seal the deal, sign the papers, I'll make that announcement. But you heard it first on Taisei Discovers.
Wow. Well, in such a saturated apparel market, everybody's trying to do their own thing. I just got to say, For My Family brand absolutely stands out. I'm going to wear this proud and take ownership of the responsibility of wearing this brand for my family. Thank you, Val. I appreciate your time, and I wish nothing but the utmost respect and success to you and your family.
Thank you, my boy.
Love you, cuz.
Love you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Hey, wait, we're gonna go into overtime because I like to see what's in the bag.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Bring up what's in the bag.
I just brought some. We just released this for my family. It's called Heart of the Family. So it's like the For My Family is in a heart. So we're ripping it out. Each drop we try to tell the story of our life and what we went through and what we're going through. So each drop, most of the drops we release has a meaning behind it. So this one is Heart of the Family.
Wow.
That shit was on right there. We want to have a rustic look on this.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that brown little, country. Paniolo.
Hey, we get some hats.
Yes.
We get some hats for that one.
Yes.
You know that.
Yeah, automatic, bro. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, wait, Val, I can take this opportunity for ask.
Yes.
Your take. Tell me your perspective, whether love, hate, mix, and probably a mix of both, but especially as a business owner in Hawaii, we know how big the Made in Hawaii festival is. can you share your thoughts? Because in the past, my brother and I took care of our family salad dressing company. So that was for me, like the 3 years I was at the helm. I learned so much about CPG, right?
Yes.
And we were dealing with perishable produce.
Yes.
It's a little bit different from apparel, but still yet a lot of the same parts. And so Made in Hawaii Festival is this kind of one point in the year that a lot of small business owners might focus a lot of energy on. So do you not? What are you looking for as far as like expos and kind of exposures? But in particular, just because it's recent, I kind of want to hear your take on that Made in Hawaii Festival.
My take on the Made in Hawaii Festival, there's a lot of, it's a big thing. Mm-hmm. It's one of the biggest events in Hawaii every year. And, if whoever gets the opportunity to be in it, that would be a great blessing to business exposure for you. And also, Made in Hawaii. What are your, your intentions of it? If you're gonna make things for our culture, like what, the meaning behind it. Yeah. You don't make things because of just money. Yeah. Make things with your heart and what we stand for, who we are. Mm-hmm. We made in Hawaii and be proud of that. Mm-hmm. It's a great for business, but also you need purpose and you need, like we talk about, integrity behind what you're selling. Yeah. How can I sell you something when I don't even know what I'm selling? Mm-hmm. If all in all, that's my take. My take is whatever you sell, can be food, can be clothing, anything. Sell it like you're gonna eat. You're preparing something that for or if you have workers, you get that mentality that with your heart, and whatever clothing you sell, sell it like you gonna wear it. You gonna wear it. Yeah. That's my take on the Made in Hawaii. But all in all, it's all business.
True. That's really good advice.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, bro. I feel inspired right now, though. Thank you, Val.
I know what you I know. But
that's why
I heard a lot of there's a lot of rules and everything, and it's
my question is the integrity piece.
Yes. So, what like, of course we need money of course we're gonna need money, but you have pride behind what you're selling and know what you're selling, and customer will come, hey, what is this? And you're not gonna know what you're selling. Mm-hmm. Like just like my dad. Mm-hmm. From young he taught us. My mom and dad, he taught us to know what we're selling. Mm-hmm. So we can educate. The
consumer.
Be the best we can do for educate them. Mm-hmm. But not because it looks nice. Mm-hmm. Of course, it's gonna look beautiful. Everything from Hawaii, Mm-hmm. We come from the best, right? Yeah. I believe we come from the best.
Place on earth.
Place on earth.
Yeah.
And know what you're selling. Mm-hmm. And just have the pride, love, and know, just simple as that. What's up, everybody? I'm Val Ulufale from For My Family brand. Thank you for watching Taisei Discovers.
Thank you so much for watching this interview. If anything in this video made you feel something, please share this video with someone you think would feel the same way. This channel is a product of two brothers born and raised in Hawaii, using our skills, our story, and our growing network to unleash our creativity. For us, being creative isn't optional. it's a duty. We've got some incredible interviews and creative projects coming up, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Thank you so much for your support. It means the world to us. Hope to see you in the next one.